All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Valheim. Today we're going to look at 3 more quality of life mods that I think are fantastic additions to the game. Things that probably should have been there already, but aren't quite there yet. Or will never be. Who knows? Depends on what the devs are going to do with the game. The first mod we're going to look at is the No Lens Dirt. So if you have Bloom installed, you'll notice you can see in the right-hand side of my camera on the screen that you've got these little dots, right? And so it's really noticeable here. You can see the dots on the right-hand side of the screen, and this is the dirt effect that they add when you have Bloom on. Now, you can easily get rid of these dirt effects by turning Bloom off. And the dirt effects go away. You see they're no longer over here anymore on the screen. But the problem with that is you lose Bloom completely. All those cool things that are happening, like, you know, from the potions and stuff that you like to see in a game because it makes it look really nice. But personally, I like the Bloom effect, but I don't want the lens dirt. Okay, so now I have turned the mod on. I had to leave the game, come back in. But now the mod is on, and you can see that I still have the Bloom effect on. And I'm getting that cool Bloom effect, but I no longer have, in that lower right-hand side, I no longer have those dots or that dirt that was sitting on the camera lens anymore. It's completely gone. I've got the Bloom effect, but I've got no weird camera filter that has this. It's not even a true lighting effect. Like, it's not a lens flare effect. It is truly just an additional layer of stuff sitting on top of the camera. That's all that it was. And so this no lens dirt completely gets rid of that. You've got this, you know, awesome clean screen view of the game, not having those dirt effects. And I don't really think that they're that useful, but that personally is just me. All right, the next mod we're going to look at is dodge on double tap. Now, currently, the way that dodge works is by holding down the mouse button 2 and pressing the space bar to perform a dodge. You know, whatever way you're facing, that's kind of going to be the way that you're going to dodge, right? So if you're moving to the left and you do it, you're going to perform a left dodge. And if you're moving to the right and you perform a mouse and a space, you're going to perform a right dodge. I don't know. In the heat of battle, to me, that's too many things to push, right? I'm pushing probably the left mouse button for the attack, and then I'm pushing the right mouse button for the dodge, and I've got to think about pushing the space bar on top of that, and that's all just a little bit too much for my brain. I would really like to just be able to double tap the move key and perform a dodge. And so that's exactly what this mod does for you. It adds the ability that if you double tap any kind of direction key, you perform a dodge in that specific direction. Now, this mod does not circumvent the need for you to have stamina. You absolutely have to have stamina. When you perform a dodge, it takes stamina. And this mod doesn't take away from that functionality. So the same amount of stamina loss that you get from performing a normal dodge is the same amount of stamina that you're going to lose if you do a double tap. I think there's so many games out there that use double tap on the movement to perform a dodge that we're all kind of somewhat trained that that's how you dodge inside of video games. At any rate, this is a nice little quality of life mod that maybe you should think about installing if you have difficulties using the current dodge system inside of the game. All right, so the next mod we're going to look at is the slope combat mod. Currently in Valheim, if you're on an extreme slope, I'm trying to pull these gray dwarfs over to something that's a little bit more extreme. You have difficulty trying to hit creatures when they are above and below you. Matter of fact, it's pretty much nigh impossible to hit a creature when it's below you or above you at a specific angle because the game doesn't allow for you to aim above or below you. So I should have been hitting these creatures, and depending on, you know, what angle they're on, there's no way that I'm going to be able to hit them, or have a very extremely difficult time trying to hit them based on the angle that I'm on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't. The slope combat mod really aims to try to fix that by using your camera angle as a targeting point. So regardless if you're above or below, as long as your camera angle is pointed down or upward, which in most cases on these hills, that's exactly what you're going to be trying to be doing, the mod tries to fix the attack mechanism to allow you to hit these creatures above and below you. Now, it's not 100% perfect, but it works much better than what it currently does in the vanilla game. And allows you to perform those attacks which before you were not able to do, making combat that much more realistic and more intuitive. Alright, so that was it for a handful more of quality of life mods. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.